Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope everybody is doing well today. And what I thought I would do is give you a book recommendation video on this summer day when you're outside, enjoying the summer. You can possibly read a book, and maybe the recommendations that I have you guys have not read yet. I like romance novels and biographies. So my favorite author is Nicholas Sparks, but I do have other books that I like. I'm going to name one of my favorites. It's not my top favorite, but I keep forgetting the author's name because I haven't read the book in quite some time, but I did really enjoy the book, and that was Bridges of Madison County, written by Robert James Wallace. And I have not seen the movie, but I really liked the book, and I believe when my mom was in high school it might have been a requirement. I know when I was in high school I also think it was a requirement, but I read it just because I like romance books, and I was like, okay, cool, this is one I haven't read. I have not watched the movie. I would like to, I just haven't had a chance. I hope it sticks close to the actual book, because what I like about my favorite author, which is Nicholas Sparks, is they kind of stick really close to what he wrote in the book. Sorry, I was tongue-tied there for a second. But I still do really like Bridges of Madison County. But my all-time favorite book is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. I have seen the movie, and the movie is very accurate to the book. I've read the book multiple times. It's like one of my go-to favorites. Another favorite book of mine is To Selena with Love by Chris Perez. I have had the honor of meeting him multiple times. I love his take on his love story with him and Selena. That book comes in Spanish and English. I have the English version because I'm not very well versed in Spanish. I can understand a little bit, but not enough to read. The difference in the books are, if you get the English version, you get different pictures, but the story is the same. That book only took me a week to finish because I couldn't put it down, and I really like how Chris let us in, because I kind of felt like, and I know this is kind of off topic, but it fits with the movie. We didn't really get too much of Chris and Selena with the Selena movie, so I enjoyed hearing the book or reading the book and his point of view. I don't believe the book is on Audible, or where you could read it hearing it. Most all of the other books that I've read are on Audible, where you can listen to them as audiobooks. If audiobooks work better for you, that's cool. Sometimes I have done that myself. But with The Notebook and the To Selena with Love, I have actual physical copies. And another Nicholas Sparks book, sorry, the back of my neck itch, that I really like is A Walk to Remember. And that is actually based on Nicholas Sparks' sister. It's a book for her. It's her love story with her husband. She was sick. I did read that one in high school as well. My English teacher decided the whole class was going to read it. The guys hated it, the girls loved it. But I really enjoyed that book as well. I also like the book from Nicholas Sparks, A Night in Rodanthe. I have read that one. I've seen A Night in Rodanthe, the movie, but it's been so long I can't tell you if it's exactly like the ending in the book. Walk to Remember is very similar to the book because it is again about his sister. They changed her name in the book from the movie. Well, in the book and the movie, she has the same name, but like it's dedicated to his sister. His sister's name is Danielle. In the book, the character is named Jamie, and the husband slash, or not the husband, boyfriend slash future husband, because it's, in the opening of the book. I'm not trying to give too much away, but you read in the opening of the book that it is dedicated, and they eventually do get married in the book. That one they stuck very similar to because it is based on real events, as I've said. And then as far as biographies, I loved Bethany Joy Lynn's Dinner for Vampires. It was her biography when she was in a cult, because she was in a religious cult that was just weird, and she actually ended up married to the cult leader's son, and the cult leader's son is really weird, and like the whole book is how she gets in the cult, how she gets out of the cult, but she really, and it's a weird cult. I don't want to give too much away because it's fun to hear her read it, but if you get it on Audible, because I do know she reads that, but you're like, how can somebody get sucked into a religious cult, and she walks you through it, and you're like, oh, that makes sense. And she was in this religious cult when she was on One Tree Hill, and this religious cult made everybody else seem like they were bad and not spiritual. She didn't get, she got close to the cast of One Tree Hill, but she couldn't open up fully because of this weird cult. And her cast members wondered, dude, are you in a cult? Because they're weird. And they tried to support her, and they ultimately did. And she had co-stars that were like, hey, whenever you're ready, we will fully support you. But yeah, it was the weirdest thing. And again, you do catch yourself throughout the book going, how can a person get sucked into a cult? But then she literally, again, walks you through it, and you're like, okay, that makes sense. And I know I made a weird face earlier when I described her husband and how she ended up married to the cult leader's son, But when I say, y'all, he's weird, he is really weird. Like, I was even reading it, and I was making the weird face that I gave y'all earlier. I was making it as I was reading it, and was like, he's just so creepy. And I'm so glad she got free of that cult, because she does have a daughter, and nobody wants their child raised in a cult. Her and her daughter are out. Her ex-husband, the weirdo, in my personal opinion, he's a weirdo. You know, he is still in it. He's not really in the public eye too much because of the cult, and he was a musician before, but he was like an indie rock musician. If I'm being honest, he really had notoriety because he was married to Bethany Joy. If you ask my personal opinion. But I really enjoyed Dinner for Vampires. I know my list was kind of short and I was kind of all over because I didn't give you my top favorite at first. But again, that was because I wanted to remember the author of Bridges of Madison County. Sorry, tongue-tied. And I didn't want to forget, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm so sorry. Today I am all tongue-tied. I promise next week I will be better, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got cool book recommendations, and let me know what your favorite book is and what your favorite author is.